Few months ago, the Lord opened my eyes and showed me a lot of things that will be happening in the country called Nigeria. He showed me two things that will be happening in the country called Nigeria. And when the Lord showed me this, I came here and I talked to you people and I said it exactly as the Lord has shown me. And I'm here today to emphasize on those things, because those things that the Lord has showed me and told me that will be happening, they're already happening before our eyes, and it's as if nothing is happening. The Lord opened my eyes and showed me a lot of things that will be happening in Nigeria 2 months ago, and before our eyes we are seeing all those things unfolding. You that is watching is going to bear witness that these matters of a truth was prophesied if you go through the channel and see. But before I continue, in case you are watching for the first time, I am Prophet Mike Obigod, a young man that have answered the prophetic call of the Most High God. Please, if you're watching for the first time, subscribe to this channel and hit on the notification button, so that when prophetic messages like this one is being dropped in this channel, you will be in the know and you'll be notified. And if there is anyone that we need to come together to pray together and stop it from happening, as children of God, we are going to join our faith together so it doesn't happen. And if there is anyone we need to pray, it comes to manifestation. As children of God, we join our faith together to pray so it comes to manifestation, because I know for sure that if there is a man to pray, there is a God to answer. This is a channel that children of God like you subscribe to, and they will be in the know concerning things that are hanging in the realm of the spirit that is about to manifest into the physical world. So I don't want to waste your time. I want to go deep into those messages that the Lord have given me and how it is manifesting. First of all, there are two messages, so you are going to be patient with me. I'm going to say the two of them, and you that is watching this video is going to confirm that yes, truly there's a prophet in Nigeria. God bless you. The first thing that the Lord showed me about was death upon Nigerian politicians. The Lord told me that he is angry with the Nigerian politicians, and I should tell the people of Nigeria not to be angry. He said, tell the people of Nigeria not to take laws into their hands, not to fight, not to challenge the government, that he has his own ways of punishing the government of Nigeria, that he has orchestrated his own ways for punishing the government of Nigeria. I came here and I made that prophecy just as the Lord had directed me. And a lot of people thought that it's lies. I was lying and all those stuff. They begin to say a lot of things. Even the Lord went ahead to tell me to tell people not to go for protests. Not to go for protests in the month of October. October 1st, say, tell them not to go for protests. I came here, I made a prophecy. A lot of people attacked me. They said the government have paid me money when I have nobody in the government. I have not seen anybody that is working in the government. I'm not close to them. My family is not working in the government. And the Lord told me that after that protest, that things are going to increase. And in the month of September, before October, we all know that the price of commodities were a little bit better. The price of fuel were a little bit better. But after that protest, the price of commodity increased. And the Lord said to me, you remember what I told you? To tell these people not to go to protest, that is not going to change anything. And they thought it's lies. Now the first thing that God told me was to tell the people that they should not take laws into their hands, that God said he have his own way to punish the Nigerian government. That's why he said death upon Nigerian politicians. Lo and behold, early this month we saw it all happen. We saw the sitting governor lost his wife. I don't want to mention name. A sitting governor in this country lost his wife. If you go into the internet and search, you are going to confirm what I'm telling you about. All this prophecy was prophesied 2 months ago. And aside that, we saw some members of the Senate House lost their child. There was one that lost their child. And in that prophecy, it was very, very clear. The Lord told me that they are going to be losing people around them. That you will hear them losing their child, hear them losing their wife. Some of them, their children will die in accidents. Some of them, those kind of stuffs. If you go to that prophecy in this channel, you are going to see it. And now it is playing out. Within a space of this time, we know how many people in the government that have lost somebody, and how many people in the government that have been lost. We are not celebrating the death of people in the government, but this is a punishment and a warning, because it is going to escalate. This is a warning that God is sending out to the Nigerian government. But if they decide to pay deaf ear to the cry of the masses, it's going to continue, because God said he is angry with the Nigerian government because the masses are complaining and they have closed their ear. They are not listening to the masses. As a matter of fact, the masses are not carried in their hearts, and the cry of the masses is not heard. That this is what provoked him, and he said he want to punish the Nigerian government with these plagues. And this is what have been happening. I can't mention, you can tell for yourself in the internet, you must have heard it, where members of these people in the government, they are losing their wife, they are losing their children. One or two things are happening, and we are hearing it in the news. This is as a result of the anger of God upon them. The second thing that the Lord told me that is outplaying right now as I'm talking to you, he said he's going to cause conflict in their midst. The Lord said he is going to cause division among the Nigerian government, and they will start fighting themselves. We know what is happening now. Look at Scǎry, the person who supported the current government. As a matter of fact, I watched a video and he said that he even used his money to support the government to make sure that the election went unsuccessful. He was making a confession in that video that people in his locality did not vote for the current government, but he knew how he manipulated it. Scǎry said it with his mouth in the video. Today, what is happening? Scǎry is now against the current government. The Lord said he's going to cause division amongst the government. They are going to hate themselves and start fighting against themselves. Let me tell you the worst thing that will happen to a country. It's when a ruling party is now working or affiliating with the opposition party. There are two parties that are supposed to be in the country, is to make sure that there is balance. So when the ruling party is not doing well, the opposition party will be able to fight and make sure that everything goes well. But in the case of Nigeria, reverse is the case. Right now as I'm talking to you, the opposition party is working with the ruling party. Some of the people that are telling you that they are PDP governors, they are affiliating with APC. So it has made things difficult, and that's why God said, I have gotten angry to the extent that I want to cause commotion, I want to cause argument, and I want to cause quarrel, conflict among the Nigerian governments. And what are we saying today? The one of Scǎry is a tip of the iceberg, because more is about to come. What about the one of Rivers State and the federal? Or have you not know that the federal government is partially against Rivers State? This is government against government. Look at Fubara fighting against Wike, who is in the presidency, who is the prime minister of the capital city. And this thing have escalated to the extent that right now the federal government is finding a way to interfere into the matter. Have you not heard that federal government have seized the allocation that is supposed to be given to Rivers State? Don't you know what is playing right now? This is a state government and a federal government fighting. There's problem in the government already. They are now divided. This is what the Lord have shown me. This is something that have been prophesied here. And the Lord said, this thing that is happening is a tip of the iceberg. You are going to see. You are going to see things that are happening. I gave a prophecy here and I told you people that in 2027 election, there is going to be a lot of surprises. A lot of people thought I was lying. Few months later, we saw that a northern man who was aspiring to become a president has now accepted to be a vice president to P2B because of the 2027 election. The Lord said a lot of surprises will unveil. And the Lord told me that a lot of party will come outside. A lot of party will come outside. And what is happening? We saw what happened in Rivers State. These are evidence that we are serving the living God. And the word of God says that surely the Lord will do nothing except he speaks to his servant, the prophet. I don't come here to speak words of my own. When I make prophecy and drop it, a lot of people come to the comment section and they begin to attack. But I look at them and I say, they don't understand what is written in the realm of the spirit. But how do you know a prophet when he says something and it comes to pass? I just came here to remind you of these things that have been said and things that are happening, because it is playing out already and a lot of people think that nothing is happening. Some of you must have forgotten the prophecy. I just came here to remind you of what God has spoken to us about 2 months ago. So if you're watching for the first time, please follow this channel and please share this video to a lot of groups so that people will know that there is a prophet here in Nigeria that God speaks to face in the days of Moses. God bless you so much. I remain your humble prophet, Mike Odigod. Shalom.